Welcome to Attainment Spoken English and Smart Classes. Learn English swiftly. You are now watching EHSC podcast with our global educators and shining stars. I am Gagandeep Kaur.
I'm Rania Lampu from Greece.
I am Kaina.
So, in today's program, we will be discussing the topic creativity and language. As you are watching EHSC podcast, it's time for the conversation.
Greetings, Kanya. Great name. I love your name. Today, I would like to discuss the fascinating intersection between creativity and language. How do you think they are connected?
Greetings, Sonia ma'am. I believe creativity and language are closely intertwined. Language provides the tools to express creativity, whether through writing, speaking, or other forms of communication.
Absolutely, Kaina. Language is like a painter's palette of words, and how you use those words can spark creativity. For example, in poetry, the choice of words, rhythm, and metaphors can create vivid imagery and emotions.
That's a great point. Language allows us to convey complex ideas and emotions. It's not just about words, but also about how we arrange them to evoke feelings and thoughts.
Exactly. And think about storytelling. Narratives are born from language, and they often rely on creativity to captivate the audience.
True. Storytelling is an art that combines words to create entire world. And even in everyday conversations, we use language creatively to express ourselves uniquely.
Precisely. Creative language can also bridge cultural gaps and foster understanding. It allows us to connect with others on a deeper level. Creative work in the language classroom can lead to genuine communication and cooperation. Learners use the language to do the creative task, so they use it as a tool in its original function, and this prepares learners for using the language instrumentally outside the classroom.
Yes, ma'am. I agree. It's a tool to self expression and for building connections with people like we are doing. From different backgrounds, it's like universal canvas for our thoughts and ideas.
Well said, Kanya. Creativity, results from two types of thinking. What we call convergent thinking is focused, attention driven thinking, narrowing solutions down to one. And on the other hand, divergent thinking, which is the opposite, open thinking that considers all possibilities. So, cycling between these two processes results in creative solutions. And do you know that research says that learning a new language increases one's creativity? So, as you can see, creativity and language go hand in hand, enriching our lives in countless ways.
Absolutely, ma'am. They do indeed. Rania, ma'am. It's a fascinating topic to explore and celebrate.
Yes, and let's remind also the quote: you can't use up creativity. The more you use, the more you have.
Yes, ma'am.
What a wonderful conversation between both of you. So, let's recap the vocabulary from the program before we end. So, our first word is intersect. 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 To meet or cross at a point in a context of a conversation. It means the point where creativity and language come together. A second word is intriguing. Means arousing curiosity or interest, fascinating or captivating. The third word is narrative, a story or account of events, experiences, whether true or fictitious. Next word is captivate, means to attract and hold the attention of interest of someone, often by charm or beauty. A last word is Enriching. Making something more meaningful, valuable, or rewarding. Enhancing or improving. Now let's review the valuable comments from our wonderful viewers. So our first comment is from Ayush Gosar. Wonderful conversation between the amazing participants of the podcast. Really such a knowledgeable podcast. Hopeful, yeah. And it's from me. Hopeful and blessed to be a part of this podcast, and especially with Rania ma'am. Arshdeep Singh is writing amazing performance by everyone. A very informative podcast. Thank you so much. Narendra Ji is writing. Absolutely love the conversation and the vocabulary. Thank you so much. So I guess that's it. That's the end of our program. Don't forget to join for more useful vocabulary, sentences, knowledge from our intellectual global educators and entertainment stars. And entertainment spoken English and smart classes with Madhmi ma'am is writing magnificent. Thank you so much, ma'am.
For the last 10 years, TEDx speaker Dr. Madhvi Borsi Sinch Insa has been educating students. In the contemporary era, children used to entertain themselves with movie songs, but students under her are interested in learning, singing, and rapping educational songs. She has presented education in the best form, where anyone can do their studies happily without any stress. Her method of teaching is effective. According to the outcome, adults and senior citizens are also taking an interest in studies. She has described it as a way to develop an interest in education